Hi everyone, Rachel here from the Shades of Orange. I feel like it's been a while, but I'm back today with a library book haul. I'm going to start by talking about the ebooks I currently have checked out from my library's Overdrive collection. The first book I have digitally checked out is Last Call by Alice Clayton, and this is the novella follow-up to her popular romance novel Wallbanger. And I've just been really loving this series. I've been in a weird mood. I don't tend to read a ton of romance, but lately I've been looking for really comforting, fun, lighthearted reads that kind of have a happily ever after. And so this one really fit the bill. It's the novella that follows up the first two books in the series featuring these characters, and I just love Alice Clayton's writing. I find she's really funny and it's sexy and just really enjoyable. Great banter, and I just highly recommend this series. I'm definitely going to read more by Alice Clayton. I also have a pretty buzzy psychological suspense, and that is The Widow by Fiona Barden. And this is all about a woman whose husband has just died in an accident, and there are reporters coming after her because they want to know the story about who her husband was. He had a lot of dirty secrets that are now coming to the surface. The book is told in, I believe, 4 different perspectives. And it's just, I've heard really good things about it. I'm enjoying it so far. Just was the kind of book I just felt like reading, and I'm happy to finally get back into some psychological suspense because I've been shying away from the genre for the last while, but this one's been really easy to read. I'm not very far in, but I will definitely let you know when I finish it what my thoughts are. The last ebook I have checked out is Getting Things Done: The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. This is a little different for me, but I've heard really good things about this from the Book Riot website and podcast, so I did want to check it out for myself. I'm not very far in. It's a little bit dense, but the idea is just how to manage your productivity and essentially get stuff done in, exactly what it says, a stress-free way. So very interested in the content of this book, and so we'll see how that goes. In general, I guess I've been on a productivity binge lately because I also picked up another book on the subject, that being The Productivity Project by Chris Bailey. This is about a man who spent a year basically test driving different ways of being productive, and then wrote a book about his experiences and his findings based off of that. I'm definitely enjoying this one. I'm halfway through already. I'm reading it very quickly because it's a very easy conversational style. It has exercises at the end of each chapter, which personally aren't my favorite thing, but I'm still liking some of the ideas in this book, and I will definitely let you know when I finish it. I've actually read a couple of books on like time management and productivity lately, so I'm thinking I might do a whole video about all of my recommendations for those type of books and kind of compare and contrast them, so let me know if that would be interesting. But I'll definitely let you know when I finish this one how it goes. I also have one graphic novel checked out right now, and that is Radiator Days by Lucy Nisley. I really love the other books I've read by her, and I've wanted to read everything that she's written. So I picked this one up. This is an earlier collection that essentially is the artwork she drew during her time in art school. And it's much rougher than her other later works. It's basically all done in black and white. And in my opinion, it kind of lacks the overall theme and just kind of storytelling that her later books have. It's more kind of a rambling of thoughts and collection of different ideas and musings, all of that. And so it's not exactly my favorite. I'm going to see, I might end up DNFing it just because it's not exactly what I'm looking for right now. But I love her as an author. I'm really looking forward to her next book coming out this spring, all about her wedding planning. But this one is, I don't know, it's kind of so we'll see. I'm only a couple chapters in, but we'll see how this goes. The next book I have is really different from what I usually read, but I got it because of the author, and that is The Other Side of the Bridge by Mary Lawson. This is a Canadian author, and the reason I picked up this book is that last year I read and loved her book Crow Lake, and I read that for my book club and just really surprised myself how much I enjoyed it. Her books are kind of general fiction that is almost dances on the side of literary, where it's more slower pace. It's about the character development and not a lot happens. This book, I believe, is set around World War II, where there are 2 brothers One is shy and one is more moody and dangerous, and there's a young woman. It's one of those books where you read the description on the back cover and you still don't really know what it's about. But I loved her first book so much that I really want to give it a try because I was surprised how much I liked her other book. It's, like I said, not the kind of genre I normally pick up. Normally I need books with a lot more narrative pace, but I'm definitely going to give this a try because of how much I loved Crow Lake. So I'll let you know if I get through it, how it went. Last two books I have here are both audiobooks. First one being Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. I haven't started this one yet, but this is a memoir all about her experiences struggling with mental illness, anxiety, and depression, and it's supposed to be, despite all of those things, it's supposed to be quite funny read. I'm looking forward to it. I have not read her first memoir, but this one sounded more up my alley. So looking forward to trying it out for myself. I feel like this was super buzzy at the end of last year, so I think a lot of people have heard of it, but I heard the memoir was good on audiobooks, so I thought I'd give it a try. And the second audiobook I actually ordered by mistake. I meant to get the physical book but didn't realize my mistake until it showed up at the library. That book is Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. This book was hugely popular around BookTube several years ago. It's a funny contemporary where a precocious young girl has done well in school, so her parents have agreed to plan a trip to Antarctica. And the story is told from her perspective, primarily through like letters and emails. And her mother, who is very much an oddball character, has essentially gone missing, and it's all about that. But like I said, it's supposed to be a funnier story. I've heard the banter is really hilarious in the letters. Unfortunately, because it's all in letters, I thought it would be better to read as a physical book. But I'm going to give it a try as an audiobook because I have it in this format. I heard the narrator is good, so we'll see how that goes. Definitely give me feedback whether or not I should order the physical book instead or give this a try. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, I've just been in this mood where I just want like fun books. I want like comforting books that have happy endings. So that's why I haven't been reading as many mysteries and thrillers as I usually do. And I'm just really hoping this will fit the bill because I just kind of need some lighthearted reading in my life. So definitely excited to pick this one up in one format or another. So that's everything I currently have checked out from my library. Thanks for watching. As always, please comment down below with any thoughts or comments about the books I mentioned. I will hopefully talk to you again soon in another video. Thanks. Goodbye.